Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today on YOUCANIC we have a 2016 Dodge Journey. On this Dodge Journey we have our check engine light is on and we're going to read that code. And so we've got the engine, well, the engine's off and the car is in the run position but not started. So we have an OBD2 scanner hooked up, the YOUCAN one. It's hooked up. This is a basic scanner that will read just your engine codes and is able to read them and delete those. It's not a full system scanner, so you can't do a whole lot of things with it, but you can read the codes and then you can start diagnose and replace and then be able to delete the code. So we're going to go into diagnostic. Now it's going to communicate with our ECU, telling us that we do have our engine code on, which we know that's on. And then we're going to read what the stored codes are, and it's saying that the manifold absolute pressure, or sometimes referred to as the MAP sensor. So we'll go over how you replace that. Sometimes your vehicle can have a MAP sensor and the mass airflow sensor. This one happens to just have a MAP sensor. So it reads the pressure that's in the system, and that's how it communicates to the ECU to have your car run more smoothly. One issue when they go bad or they're dirty is that you're going to have your fuel mileage isn't going to be as good, or you might sense that the car is running kind of rich. So we'll go over how we replace that, and then we'll come back and delete the code. So the MAP sensor is located under this cover, and so we're just going to remove this cover. And that way we gain access to the MAP sensor, which is right here. There are no tools required to do this. I mean, you may want to use a small screwdriver to be able to pull this safety click undone. So you're just going to pull that back, then you're going to squeeze down on this and be able to pull and undo the electric connector. Then the next thing you need to do is that you just need to spin this to basically the 3 o'clock position, and then pull up. Sweet spot. So right there, I guess that's about the 3/4 o'clock position, and then you're able to pull this out and remove it. And then you can clean this with some mass airflow sensor, or you just get a new one. They're actually fairly cheap, and so you would just get a new one to be able to replace. And see, this is the groove there, and that's what locks that into place. So you just take your new one, make sure that the O-ring came out with the old one and that you've got an O-ring on the new one, and then just line it up while you press down. So this is in the 4 o'clock position, and then twist it back in, and then just be able to connect the electric connector and press that in to lock it up. And now put our cover back on. Okay, so we're back here. We still have the engine in the run position, or we've put the engine back in the run position, but car not started. Now we're still on the P0108 was what we decided to start with replacing. Then if the sensor goes bad again, well then, or if you've definitely looked around and made sure that all the air connections and the vacuum hoses are all intact and not leaking, then if this keeps coming back on, well, there might be something else you need to look at. So we're going to back up here and we're going to go erase the codes. So we erase the code, we say yes, we're done, and now we're just going to back out of that, back to our main screen. And if we start the vehicle, because we deleted the code, the check engine light shouldn't be on, and then you'd be good to go. Drive your car a few cycles and make sure that everything doesn't come back on. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.